And welcome to Secrets of the City, Episode 10 The First Step. It has all been building to this, folks. The culmination of several storylines tonight. We first joined our heroes as just five strangers joining the Adventurers Guild, but they have been through thick and thin. They have delved down into the dungeons. They fought goblins and hook horrors and skeleton minotaurs. They've made criminal alliances with the Red Queen. They've looked into the mysterious circumstances involving Cam's friend's boyfriend, Torin, and the Rusty Hook Gang. And now they have found where Torin is hanging out, and some business is going down for the Rusty Hooks in this location. Meanwhile, they've arranged with some of their allies to keep the majority of the Rusty Hooks busy with a trap, leaving our protagonists to try and assault this building and maybe make some extra coin for themselves on the side. We start with our team just getting off the train in Cathedral Village. They have an address given to them by Frankie, and they make their way through the city streets till they come to Michael. You'll want to switch maps to where the players are.
I already did. I was on it this time.
All right. Just looking out.
But thank you for reminding me.
No problem.
Yes, this is the room where they keep the green rectangles. We're set, boys.
So this is an alleyway. You guys up here on the street corner. And these green rectangles are bits of detritus and trash and a couple dumpsters over here.
Oh, perfectly good
kind
green
of-
rectangles.
Scattered around. You know what? I'm not very good at drawing, Jay. Leave me alone.
You're okay. I just silently referenced.
You don't
fucking
play
a
in
TF2
Tails.
video in the
You don't play in
background.
Tails, Greg. You don't understand that I'm about 10 times worse. You should have seen the mountain I drew one session. It was glorious.
All right.
As long as I get
So-
the point across, it doesn't matter.
All right. And as you approach, and I couldn't find a good picture for an orphan, so just imagine this kid.
Imagining Greg googling orphan, just being like, none of these are even remotely accessible.
So, as you approach the alley, a young, very filthy-looking human boy approaches you. He's in very dirty clothes. He's got a little hat on, and he's kind of hanging around the corner near the trash. And he goes up to Odin like, "Hey, you Frankie's boss?"
Yep. You've been watching?
"Yeah, you got my money?"
More than. And I take a gold
You
piece
have
and I
my
give it to the
money?
kid.
All right. Okay. The guys you're looking for in there. There's two of them, both the old guy and the young, fancy-looking dude. They're both in there right now. They got two guys posted out front. They're kind of watching the place. I don't know how many are in there, but they were carrying some stuff and they were talking real excited like.
That's good. That's good. Looks like they're about to head out.
What's this NPC's name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
That was not made up on the spot at all.
Hey, last time we did this, we ended up with a mainstay. So
All right.
So he takes the gold piece, bites it. You need anything else? You let me know.
of course,
And then he scurries off.
good kid. Could stand to be taller.
Alright, so you guys can roughly see about everything I have revealed here. Over here is the entrance to the building. The blue spots are windows. But we're gonna have to wait for Gruff before we begin.
I'm right here.
Scooby
You sound
Doo.
like yeah.
Row, Michael.
Ruh-roh.
You seem to come up a lot when we play D&D. Sums up. Fucking this morning.
Zoink, Scoop, we've got to raid the drug compound.
You do a good
I gotta have
shaggy.
I gotta have a moment with you guys because this morning I woke up. Jay, I woke up, shimmied a bit in bed. Jay rolled over and went, "The year is 2005," with the confidence of someone about to tell me about the worst video game of the late 2000s. And it turns out Jay was just, for some reason, in their sleep, reciting part of the Transformers movie script.
It's like that's the beginning of the Transformers movie. It just opens. It is the year 2005. As it like pans over this hyper futuristic cityscape.
I mean, it's I was playing a D&D game before this, and like before starting, somebody was trying to test character limits, and he ended up breaking the DM's computer for a bit because he sent the entire B movie script through Roll20's chat. Like literally like crashed his computer. It's like,
Somewhere
well, good thing we're waiting for somebody right now because
Somewhere on Tumblr, there is a GIF that is the entire B movie.
oh yeah. I've seen that.
Speaking of characters testing limits, this one time years ago in the 3.5 days,
Oh
we
no.
were just bringing in this new guy, and we were playing an evil campaign. And I was playing this disgraced noble swashbuckler. This guy had never played D&D before, and he was a bit strange. I've told Shev a different story about this guy. And he was an alright dude, but... So he finds out that early on in the campaign, my character had lost his hand to a trap. And he, for some reason, believed that he needed to make it his mission to make me lose my other hand. I'm not really sure why. We really got along pretty well in real life. And so the way the DM decided to introduce him is we fought an owl bear, and he had and then when we killed it, it turned into him. He had essentially been cursed or whatever, turned into an owl bear. And as soon as he transforms, he says he looks at my guy missing a hand and turns to our cleric of Arithno and says, "I want you to take that guy's hand." He's like, "What? No, this guy is useful to me. He's very good at killing people. I don't even know you." He's like, "I'll swear myself to you if you take his hand." He's like, I don't know you. I don't know if you're worth that. This guy's good at killing people. I know that." And I get a little, so he challenges him to a duel. I'm a little bit metagaming, but a little in character calculating as well. Just because, my character's a swashbuckler, a duelist. He's a druid in hide armor. And I promptly kill him, and he has to make a new character. And that's cool. And
Fair
that's
enough.
random D&D tales of a guy who's been playing for far, far too long.
Mood.
I mean,
Jay,
like,
I taught Jay and like everybody else in my old D&D group basically how to play 5th edition. I grew up playing 1st edition off books from the 1960s my parents had.
Yeah, I
Uh,
started with 3.0 back in like 2002.
Yeah, I don't
I've-
know what version I started playing back in high school, but it was probably 4, just based on the time frame.
fair enough.
Because I was like in 10th or 11th grade, which would have me be, fuck, how old was I? I was 18. So I was like 16, so this was about 8 years ago.
Yeah, time frame lines
Yeah,
up.
so like probably about 4th, maybe 3, maybe late 3.5. But we didn't really know how the rules worked a
You
lot
might
of the
have done
time, so we
Pathfinder.
kind of just made it up as we went. And I remember one campaign we were just playing, and my buddy like playfully grabbed my character's cape, so I rolled to like kind of jokingly like hit him with my weapon to see if I could get him off of him. We were level 1. I rolled a crit and just turned him into a meat slushy in the tavern at the start of the campaign.
Perfect.
Fun things.
I'm not gonna lie. I started playing D&D a year and a half ago.
Sweet. My parents taught me to play to teach me math when I was like 3. I got too long in this game.
That's what I'm gonna do when I have kids. Let's be real.
But the best part of first edition was stupid because we didn't have the pluses to Constitution when you were first rolling a character. So you roll a first level magic user. There were no wizards, there were no sorcerers, there were no warlocks. There was only magic user and illusionist. And you rolled
Elf could
a
use
D4,
magic.
and whatever that number was your number of hit points. So you could roll a character with 1 hit point. God help you.
Bro, you eat Taco Bell, that the shit that night could take you out.
Yeah. So that was always a fun mechanic. Another really good one is there was like
It's
my parents
mid-campaign
were
podcast brought to you by PJ.
my parents were those crazy DMs that taught you
Right.
like through fire, like how to play the game, which meant that I grew up with that crazy insane trap book with insta-kill traps. And that meant that when I started playing 5th edition with new people, they had to unteach me to stop carrying like 5 pounds of like ball bearings with me everywhere I went. And it was just like, are you okay? And I'm just like, I had murder DMs for parents.
That's beautiful.
So
I had a friend I played with whose parents were playing in the kitchen while we were playing in the basement.
fair enough. There was a book way back in the day, and I want to talk about cantrips. Cantrips were introduced in a book. They weren't base game material. And I think it was technically a 2nd edition book, but I remember this cantrip book, and I remember flipping through it, and the first cantrip I found was every half turn you can make a bee, which means you can make 2 bees for free per turn. You could just, in your off time, fill a jar with bees and then shake it and throw them at enemies. Wait a minute. Bags of holding in this time era don't have the oxygen requirement limit. How many bees can we fit into a bag of holding?
I'm just saying.
God.
Heard of a swarm keeper? It's literally a swarm keeper now.
I legitimately sat there with someone and we figured out the math for how many bees based on an approximate cubic size range that you could fit in there. I think we were at about 300,000 bees in the largest size bag of holding.
Where's that fucking gif where Oprah unleashes bees?
Oh yeah.
And we were just sitting there laughing because it was so stupid. We just sat here trying to figure out the approximate sizing of bees based on scientific data and what that would mean.
I was really hoping, by the way, that no one would think of the oxygen requirements of the bag of holding, and I could scar you all with dead, suffocated deer.
No,
Really hoping no one would point it out.
It's something I'm very hyper aware of. Because back in the day, we used to use the bag of holding to get away with shit because it was a magical item, and magical items had damage resistance numbers that were crazy. So, and they didn't really have rules for destroying magic items. So, unless a magic item was like disenchanted, for the most part, magic items could usually survive most spell casts. So you could just pile your whole crew into a bag of holding and survive a Tiamat blast and just be fine. And that was like a strategy of how you would play the game. You have to understand, I've mentioned it before, I had crazy parents who just played the game like insane people. And that
Oh,
was
yeah.
just how I learned how to play the game. So they had to unteach me like carrying caltrops everywhere I went and being insane and just having like 1,000 feet of rope. And it's like, you are not a normal human playing D&D. And I'm like, no, I'm a person who grew up with a book that had like a trap in it that was just a spyglass that when you opened it up, it just insta-gibbed you.
Yeah. First was brutal. Yeah, my parents didn't play, but I just got into it pretty young, around like 12 or 13 with my friends, and I'm also an old man. Like 16 was 16 years ago for me.
I'm currently 28, so I got 25 years technically of D&D under my belt. But a good couple years of that was just insanity.
Yeah, you technically get more from mine than me just from starting earlier. I've almost got 20 years.
There you go. I've almost got 20 years of Elder Scrolls too. So like, this is a thing. Yeah, no, I love D&D. I love a lot about D&D. I like the importance of it in like general because it's inspired a lot of other games and stuff. But I also like the community.
Yeah, that's a lot of communities that I have belonged to, and I think a lot of that has happened as like the community has swelled. Like there's a lot of problematic elements that I did not see at least as much back in 2005s on the GameFAQs pen and paper forums.
Granted, there's definitely some stuff that I'm really glad to see, which is like I love seeing people being critical of the game. I love people being critical of the original base source material. Because a lot of like the very old source material was really racist. Like unquestionably. And I like that we're being critical. Hello. We've been basically a D&D
there we go.
podcast for a bit. Like that isn't playing D&D.
All right, now,
I am so sorry, guys. It's been quite a job getting
You're
here.
good. You're good.
and now we return you to our regular scheduled story. Teens, they had just met with Jimmy the street urchin who gave them the skinny on what's going down. Both the professor and Torin are inside right now. Two guys are standing outside here, and he doesn't know how many are inside. Right here is a door, and these blue things are windows.
All right.
The green
I'm launching the game as
rectangle.
we speak.
Yeah. The
So give me
green
just 1 second to
rectangle
get my map
are
up and going.
Yeah, you're good. I just wanted to preemptively get you on the green rectangles before you made a comment like everybody else.
The alleyway of green rectangles. I mean,
I mean, you know, I'm a sucker for green rectangles.
I appreciate the simplistic geometrical aesthetics.
Awesome. Okay, so
You guys
see
are all
what's going-
standing here.
yep, I see us gathered. I see. Okay, so what do the green rectangles mean? One more time.
It's basically bits of trash and junk scattered about this alley here. These big ones are dumpsters.
Okay,
Oh,
so we're in an alley. There's dumpsters and stuff like that, and so if I understand what is taking place right now, the Elvish Syndicate and the Red Queen's forces are dealing with whatever's going to occur at the meet, and we're on a we are at the same time approaching the building that has been identified as the base of operations for the Rusty Hooks. Is that correct?
Yeah. You at least know it is important, and that this alchemy professor and his assistant have both been seen going in there, and that messengers have been seen leaving, or
Okay.
couriers.
All right. So then, I'd like to just roll perception and take a look at what I can see on the street that isn't our lookout street urchin guy.
All right. The street is back here.
Okay, well, the alley, right? Because
Yeah.
we've got this alley that we're this kind of like just a corridor.
Yeah.
Okay, and this right here would be the entrance to the building.
No, that'd be over here. This is a door, and these are windows.
Okay, and these gentlemen, I trust it, are not friendly to us.
Yep, those are their guards. They each have long swords and a crossbow.
Okay.
Are we gonna try and be sneaky about this, or
It'd be better.
I have an idea. It's
run in there
yeah,
head first?
it's either going to work or backfire spectacularly.
Well, I've got my healing spells ready for you when you get hurt. Then.
Excellent. For when, I like that. When. And so Gruff is just going to calmly and without any attempt at stealth whatsoever walk directly in a straight line towards these guards.
All right. When you get to about here-ish,
Okay.
they're gonna turn towards you and put their hands on their weapons. They were looking kind of bored. They were just kind of chatting. But as soon as they spot you, they will turn hands on their weapons, and they loudly shout at you, "Hey! Turn around, buddy!"
Is this any way to treat a new business associate? I am a member of the syndicate, and I was told to investigate the facility as part of the deal that's taking place. Are you going to stand in my way? Do I need to report to your superiors, or are you going to let me in?
Give me a deception check.
Oh, we're fucked.
Aaron is absolutely stealth rolling right now.
Everybody else roll initiative.
Yeah, anyone
Yeah,
who
just
wants
like-
to roll stealth, give it to me now at the same time before I give the results.
Oh yeah. Stealth.
I'll roll
Oh,
stealth.
not too bad.
20. Not natural, but pretty much.
18.
All right, I rolled a 13.
I got a 12.
I got an 18.
How did the rogue get the worst stealth check?
I rolled a 4.
I was half expecting a nat 1 or something like that, but I did okay. I got a 13.
13. The one over here seems to be straightened up a little, looking confused. But this one does not look like he's buying it. He grips his hand on his weapon and said, "Syndicate's not supposed to meet anyone here, and no one's supposed to know about this place." Roll initiative, Gruff.
Yeah, Gruff's going to take one more step and say,
Well, then I suppose I'm going to have to kill you.
all right, initiative is
Oh shit!
19, baby.
I'm gonna have to use another dice roller again. Roll 20 is doing its bullshit for me. Bop, 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 bang. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Gruff, what was your initiative?
19.
Alright. Did everyone else roll initiative for just the order of their surprise round?
Alright.
Okay.
I got a 13.
5.
10.
17.
Hell yeah.
Michael, that was a 5.
Yep.
Okay. That is going to start with Gruff.
All right. So, let's see. He's 25 feet away. So Gruff is going to advance 15 feet. So about right there.
All right.
And he is going to look the guard in the eye as he jams one of his syringes into his leg.
Oh yeah, fucking you've got heroin, I forgot.
And
It's actually orc adrenaline.
yeah, it's how he rages.
I thought you
And
said
then-
orca. Fucking whale.
Sounds like a old western snake oil salesman.
And from that distance, he's going to take a swing right at this front guy with his halberd.
You know, I don't think I'm gonna need this today.
All right.
And he's going to swing recklessly.
Okie doke.
I keep forgetting to add that. $12 or 11?
That is a miss.
Oof.
Okay. So, using the remainder of his movement, Gruff is going to step back about 10 feet.
Okay. Go ahead and do that.
So, about right there. Kind of hold point for the rest of everybody.
Okay. That would be Wisteria next.
Well, these blocks are 5 each, right?
Yes.
You can use a little snap tool to
Yeah,
find your
yeah. I'm
distance.
just double checking. Boop, doop, boop, boo. Yep, we good. We don't get sneak attack damage even if it's sneak attack, right?
Yeah, only rogue.
Yeah.
You get advantage.
Okay, we do get advantage. Got it. I'm gonna use my newfangled revolver. Try it out right out of the gate. A 15 or a 12, or I guess a 15 if it's advantage.
That is a hit.
Hells yeah. An entire 5 damage. Oh, I guess I should have said I was aiming at the. Please let me. Oh, I'm on the wrong. The front
gonna
guy,
say,
the slightly closer guy. So, 5 damage to this boy.
Okay.
And I was just like peeking out from the corner here.
You get him in like a decent shoulder shot. You got him good, but he's not down for the count yet.
Yeah, after shooting, I'm gonna step back around the corner, trying to like pick him off from a distance.
Alright.
Oh wait, and then Athena. Now that I've hit, oh my gosh, I need to go get this again.
Yep.
Steel Defender. So he gets to attack +4 to hit. I really wish I knew how to do this in Game Beyond Unpad, whatever. 16.
That is a hit.
So 1d8 plus. So that would be another 5 damage. So 10 damage total for me and my burb.
Yeah, alright. I gave you an Athena sheet so you can place her. Alright, 10 damage between the two of you?
Yes.
Alright, he is looking badly fucked up. You get him with a shot in the shoulder, he pulls back, and then she just swoops down and just slashes his face. He's all freaking out. And falling back.
I just love that Wisteria was like, well, I'll hang back so I can heal you when you get hurt, and then nearly kill the guy right after Gruff misses.
Nice shot.
Okay. Gruff. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. The curtain and the topmost window moves aside and out flies an arrow.
All right.
That as it flies towards you, bursts into flame.
Oh, damn.
Take 8 piercing damage, halved to 4, and 2 fire damage. Not halved.
It
Because
was a
you
very
don't have
dramatic 6
Okay.
damage.
That is a very dramatic 6 damage. So it's probably just gonna punch into the sleeve of his mithril, but still burn the skin underneath it.
Yep. And that will bring us to Cam.
That'll what?
That would be Cam's turn.
You didn't hard engage, so I can't do enough. But we're gonna do the best that we can with what we have. I'm gonna try to remain a little closer.
You get advantage if you're unseen, and if you have advantage, you get sneak attack.
Let's see. If I were to see 5,
Oh.
10, 15, 25, 30. Yeah, that would get us behind stuff. In kind of a pretty okay spot. I guess I'll shoot for this dude.
And you do have bonus action dash if you need it.
I needed that advantage because I just rolled a nat 1. 25 hit?
That does indeed hit.
Not one.
Dude, if a 25 didn't hit the mooks outside the door, I think we should just leave.
I would cry.
Alright, what's your damage, Cam?
Let's see. 19.
Oh, damn.
You literally take his throat out. Like the arrow flies through the air, pierces through his Adam's apple, and keeps going before it sunks into the wall. And that man is very dead. He falls to the ground with a gurgle clutching his throat.
Fucked up.
All right.
Brutality.
That was his turn. But he be dead now. So that's gonna give you Oda.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, yeah, let's just go. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How far away am I from this guy? How do I do the range checking thing?
There is
This-
1, 2.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Oh yeah, he's got to be in range. Yeah. I am going to shoot him with my gun. And I have advantage, right?
Yes, you do, because he doesn't know you're there.
How do I do advantage on D&D Beyond again? I always forget.
Right click.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been nice to know.
An 18 and a 19. What the fuck? Okay, 26.
You do indeed hit this fellow back here.
All right. That's gonna be a 15 on the damage, and I'm going to use a superiority die to add
Don't
a d6 to
bother.
it.
He's
No,
already
don't
dead.
bother. Oh, he's already dead.
Yeah.
Just blow his braids out in one shot. You guys are a little new to this whole stealthily infiltrating shit, aren't you?
I asked if we wanted to be stealthy, and Gruff
And
just
Gruff
walked up
said
there.
no. And
Yeah,
Gruff
my
said
bad.
no.
I thought he might let me in. They didn't look too bright.
Oh,
Well, with those gunshots, then over here for sure.
Well,
well, judging by the stain on the wall, I don't think this guy was the brain of the operation, so...
I guess
Okay,
onward and up.
if you guys,
I am going to avoid this window. Oh.
if you guys take too long going in, though, Gruff will lose his rage, and we'll have to use another syringe.
So-
we're gonna have to head in.
All
Get
right.
ready to breach, I guess.
Yep.
All right, you guys
There's a
are
really
breaching.
big fucking hole coming right up.
Yep. Do I have to? Is the door unlocked, or do I have to smash through it?
Smash.
Your Gruff is gonna have to smash, and we'll take it back to the top of the order with that.
All right.
Come on!
Give me a strength check.
All right. Strength check is 19.
Yep, you bash that door to splinters. Give me 1 second to roll all the initiative in here.
Good evening, gentlemen. I hear that you have a bit of a pest problem.
It's us.
Yeah, me.
Actually, I was going for they were the pests and we were the exterminators. But you know what? Go ahead, Gruff.
And if he's caught this guy unaware, he's going to take his halberd and just try to swing it right into this guy's skull. He's yoked off of this rage shit, and he's just out for blood.
All right.
Jesus Christ, we're a younger man. I'd ask for a hit of that.
So cool, I can swing.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. He's going to swing recklessly because he doesn't give a shit, and that is going to be good for the higher of 7 or 18. Does 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Fucking, what did you roll to get a 7 on a barb attack?
A 2.
That's valid.
All right. So damage is going to be good for 11.
Okay, he is badly hurt.
All right, and Gruff's going to take his bonus attack on this one if he can. I don't know if this because I don't know if this is out of sequence or if this is or if I have to roll initiative now.
We're just going to the top of the initiative, so that does make it Gruff's turn.
Okay, sweet. Then yeah, he's going to swing with his the back of his polearm and try to finish this guy off.
Dude, you're gonna hit him with the bonk?
You have to step in for the bunk. Is that correct?
Yep. And the bonk is worth either 13 or 12. Did either of those hit?
Barely misses.
Okay, so bonk misses. This guy must have just like coughed or something in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all right. And there Gruff stands.
All right. So next, that is the melee thugs, because I did it by grouping. And were you getting this guy or were you getting?
So the guy I swung at was that guy. Yep.
Okay. All right. This guy's all right. So the guy you swung at is gonna attack you first.
All right.
And doobie. And 7 misses you, Gruff.
All right.
So he swings completely wide. He's feeling pretty out of it after that hard blow. His buddy here is going to step forward, and that is going to provoke your attack of opportunity.
I don't think so on that one, only because he was within 10 feet to begin with.
Okay. Are they all? I think this guy is farther than 10 feet. But if he
Yeah.
doesn't see you use the ability, he won't know you have it. So this guy is going to swing next. All right, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is going to hit.
All right. And that is 8 damage halved. He swings his longsword at you.
All right. So Gruff's going to just kind of catch it on the shoulder and like jut his shoulder to push the sword back out at this guy. He's really going for the intimidation.
All right. And there's one last guy here. And this guy's going to step in. Well, I guess that's a 5-foot step, but I don't think he was in Gruff's range to begin with. So, yeah. You can take the attack of opportunity on this guy here.
Awesome. I'll take you up on that. And he's still rolling with advantage, so he's going to go. And just so you know, these guys are rolling with advantage against me, right? Because if they're not, they should be.
They are now.
All right. All right, bitching. 22 to hit.
Okay, that's a hit.
And that is going to be good for. Oh, bastard. 6 damage.
Okay, he is still doing okay.
Sorry.
And alright, that is all the melee thugs.
Did he take a swing at me, though?
Oh wait, no, we didn't give him a swing, did we?
No, not
Okay.
yet.
Alright, the higher roll is 21.
All right, that hits.
Okay. And that is 4 damage halved, so 2.
All right. It hurts so good.
Alright, next up, that is Wisteria.
So these windows, do they have glass in them? Because somebody shot out of this upper one earlier.
They have curtains.
Just curtains, though?
Yep, just curtains.
Okay. Then I am going to step around to this body here and peek in through this window if I can.
Yep. You can
Uh,
probably see this guy who does have half cover and
Okay.
this guy.
Okay.
And the guy up top, he is looking very, very ouch.
Seeing as like Gruff is right there and probably just going to tap him on the head and kill him. Just a light boop and he's dead. I think I'm gonna try for this one here.
All right.
I don't know. Would he be aware of me if I'm like kind of
Probably not at the moment. No, not yet. He's
Okay,
probably
so-
watching the door at the moment.
Okay, I am going to take a shot on from my revolver again.
Yeah, and if you drop the curtain, he won't have a clear shot at you either.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, I can do that. But roll with advantage.
Yes.
Oh, I was so close to a nat 20. All right, so I got 19 to hit.
That is a hit.
12 damage.
You blow his head off.
Oh, shit.
Oh
yeah.
shit!
Yeah. Archers have the lowest health but the highest AC of the normal bugs.
All right. Well, I'm
We're
actually
gaming
going
now.
to since that one is dead now. I'm probably gonna go for the other. Can I see this one? Or no?
No, I don't think you can see him from where you are. You get a second attack.
No,
No, you
but
gotta
my
see that.
steel defender does, and I have to be able to see. Like it's a.
You have to see them.
Yeah, one target you can see.
Yeah, I don't know, because that angle.
Yeah. Like I could see through the door around Oda, maybe.
Yeah, maybe if you stuck your head in a little just for half a second.
Something worth thinking about if the Mr. Woebegone does get another shot, he's still going to take a little bit of a chunk out of Gruff. I mean, if anybody fails to finish him off,
I don't. Which one is it that's looking
this
hurt?
is the guy I hit.
Okay, so this one's looking hurt. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just send Athena at that one
Alright.
through the window.
Athena dives through the energy. You hear cries of, "Holy shit, what the fuck is that?" as her steel talons rip into this guy's face and chest, and he falls to the floor.
Did you want me to roll to hit or no?
Oh,
Or not want to even worry
shit.
about it.
My bad. Yeah, I rolled a hit.
Okay, I'm
Don't
like,
roll
I mean, are
damage,
we
but
just
roll that.
assuming? Oh, that was almost
Retro
that
game,
one.
that's
So,
Retcon it.
17 to hit.
All of that still stands.
Let's just see. 8 damage.
All right, he's a
These
negative
motherfuckers have
5.
probably never seen an owl before, let alone like.
There is a zoo. There is a zoo.
You think these motherfuckers go to the zoo? They're drug dealers.
Look, they could have had a somewhat okay childhood.
And like,
All
even
right.
if they're going to the zoo, you think they're peddling dope at the aviary?
Look, it's a child.
You go to the reptile house.
Hey,
Okay.
boss, you think we could take a break and go to the zoo today?
I don't know,
All
boy.
right, guys.
What are her numbers looking like? You think we can take a day off?
Anyways.
I need to find a different gang. No days off, and they don't even match my 401k.
All right, so it is the other archer's turn, and he is going to shoot at Oda, actually, because Oda is not have one of his buddies quite as close to him. That is a 16, Oda.
That'll hit. That meets.
All right. And okay, that is 2 regular damage and 4 fire damage.
No, not 6 health points total. -6.
That's always perfect.
Ah, are these on fire? What the hell's wrong with you?
Hey, I got rid of one of them.
How is your quiver not a funeral pyre?
So, since we kind of skipped past the, let me do a quick explanation of this room. So there is like a main table and chairs here in the center. There's a bunch of boxes. These tables off to the side are covered in notebooks and beakers and stuff and papers. And over here in the corner, this one, Cam recognizes, as you can at least kind of see through the window, as Torin.
Oh boy.
And when the door was burst in, he was holding an uncorked vial of sunshine near his nose. He looks absolutely terrified and kind of like he's tweaking out.
Oh boy.
Down here is Professor Shearheart. He is an older human with a bald head and a long beard, wears very scholarly robes, and is currently holding a very strange looking flintlock pistol that looks like it's had a bunch of vials and stuff hooked up to it.
Oof.
And here we have a thug bigger than the rest. He's got a cutlass on his hip. He definitely looks better dressed and has a bit of an air of authority about him. His chest is crisscrossed with bandoliers, one with a bunch of flasks and one with a bunch of daggers.
All right.
So now that I got that out of the way, that is gonna be Cam's turn.
I'm gonna take a moment to go to point out our friend and go. We need to keep him from getting injured in this.
That
Gotcha.
was the point.
All right. Since there's actual like decently positioned combat, I'm gonna shoot at this man. I guess.
All right.
Do I still have advantage or?
He knows where you are, but he is engaged with Gruff.
All right. So I'll still get sneak attack at least.
Yeah.
Oh come on, dice. Does a 15 hit?
That does.
All right. $17.
17. All right. You send an arrow through his eye.
Damn.
All right.
These small fries are easy.
Yeah.
Can't wait till we get to the big ones. Yikes.
Okay. So next up, that is the boss. So he is going to use a move action to kick over this table, giving him half cover.
It's a very good thing that I ignore half cover.
And he is going to grab one of those flasks. And I want Oda and Gruff to give me reflex or dexterity saves, please.
All right. Let's see. I got advantage on dex saves, which is a good thing because that dice wasn't very kind to me the first time. 18.
I got a 16.
All right, you both pass. So you take half damage. He throws the flask kind of in between, it lands in between you two, and it shatters, and a bunch of flaming liquid sprays out.
Molotov cocktail?
Yeah, you guys take half damage. Half of 7 is 3.
No, not 2,219. Just
And his friend here,
Which friend?
this guy up top, the only one still alive,
Gets
Oh, no.
incinerated.
he fails his save.
poor
And
bastard.
he actually is barely holding on. He is at 1 HP. So he is severely fucked. All right, that is the boss's turn. So that brings us next to Oda.
I want to walk around and say, this guy looks important. Try your hardest not to kill him. I've got questions. And I'm going to aim at him. I ignore half cover because of my marksman feat.
Excellent.
And gun. How's a 23 look?
That is a hit.
Alright, that's gonna be 11 damage, and I'm going to use one of my I'm gonna use one of my dice to add a d6 to that.
Okay.
Add another 1 to that. And I am gonna need a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, he is not great at wisdom. Oh, but he did okay. He got a 17.
Yeah, he makes it.
All right. Alright, how much
And
damage
actually,
What?
hold on, what were you saying?
I was asking how much damage total, but if you're not done with your turn, keep going.
Well, it was that first attack was 12 damage, and I'm gonna surge and shoot him a second time.
Okay.
How's an 18 for hit?
And 18 does hit.
All right. Ooh, minimum damage, 4 damage,
Alright.
and I'm gonna use another superiority die, and I just read that there's supposed to be d8s at this level, so.
Alright.
But I rolled an 8 on the d8, so it's 12 damage. And give me another wisdom saving throw.
Alright. So 24 total.
Yep, 24 damage total. And then a wisdom saving throw again.
Alright. Hold on a second. I just needed to math. That's an 11.
Okay, he fails, and he is frightened of me until my next turn.
Alright. What does Frighten do in this one again?
Frightened, I believe, is you've got to, at the start of your turn, move as far away from me as you can before you do anything else.
It's
Okay.
I had it up the other night. It's got something to do with having advantage
Okay.
or disadvantage. All right, I'm
You're
trying to
figuring it out.
open this thing. If this will work. Yeah, I had to look up stuff in my player's handbook the other night. Where is it? Appendix. Did I go too far? Yes. Come on. Could you just... It's probably faster somebody says. Stop doing that. Pantheons. Yes, that's what I want. Here we go. Frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within sight. And the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to move away, but it can't come any closer.
Does it say how long it lasts?
It's while it's within sight.
Yeah, so
Oh, no.
it's until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Okie doke. Alright, so after Oda, it is now Professor Shearheart's turn.
Uh-oh.
So, what he's gonna do is first he's going to take his strange gun and he's going to fiddle with it. And a strange green ray fires out of it towards Gruff.
The ray gun from Nazi Zombies.
Okay. A 25, Gruff. I assume that hits you.
Yeah.
I need a Constitution save.
19.
Alright, you take 10 damage. You are not poisoned. He casts Ray of Sickness on you. So you start to feel like this kind of sickening, poisony energy towards you.
Gonna shoot your pants.
Not halved because it's poison damage. And as a bonus action, he is going to cast Healing Word on the Thug Boss, who is going to recover some hit points and is starting to look a little bit better. And that brings us to Maiko.
Yay. All right. So this dude here. Wait, that's not the boss, right? This guy's the boss?
This man looks like the toughest of the thugs. This
Okay.
man is an elderly, scholarly gentleman that you know works for the college. One
Right,
of the
okay.
two of them is in charge. But
see,
this one
okay.
we're referring to as boss, and that one is professor.
All right. Well, seeing that this guy is engaged already, Michael's gonna try. Well, it's probably gonna proc an opportunity attack if I try to slip by that guy, huh? Alright, I guess I'll
Yeah,
just-
he's also at 1 hit point. He got lit on fire by his boss.
Oh. All right. Well, let's just
Yeah, I
finish
was-
him off then. I'm just gonna attack him with my scimitar.
Alright, let me know.
23.
Yeah, he dies.
Okay.
A good
All right. So
How do you finish him, Maiko?
Maiko just takes his sword and just he doesn't do anything fancy because he just wants to finish the job, and he just says, "Why do you still persist?" and just barely punctures it right through his chest and finishes him off.
Michael Pocket is officially terrifying.
The professor shouts, "Stop them! They'll ruin everything! I'm trying, old man!" Alright.
that you will not succeed.
And that is Torin's turn. Torin. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Action, open this door.
Is the door there?
Torin had, yes, there is a door back here. There was a wall here, so you assume that there's some kind of yard or something
Okay, got it.
on that side, but who knows if they prepared an escape. So, yeah. For the professor shouts, "Get back here, you coward!"
Damn it.
And that brings us back up to Gruff.
All right. Completely oblivious to just how bad he is doing, Gruff is going to position himself probably like right there. Let's see. Where's my snap? There it is. Oop, come on. Snapping off the wrong thing. There we go. Okay.
Snap to center is what you usually want.
So Gruff's gonna fan out just a little bit, and he is gonna try to take this guy's head off. He's gonna attack recklessly.
Okay.
And shit, there it is. All right. All right. Does 12 hit?
Yes, 12 does hit the archer.
All right. So that is going to be good for
Right.
7 damage.
Okay, he is still up, but he is badly injured. He looks bloody.
And in his pain and confusion, Gruff's just going to go, "Why won't you die?" and swing another his bonus action with the blunt end of his weapon. So
Alright.
what's a what did Jay call it? The bonk?
The bonk.
Yes.
Okay. So that's going to be good for 24,
That's a hit.
and that is going to be good for 7 damage.
All right, he is dead.
All right. Gruff's going to drive the pole of the bottom of his halberd through this guy's open mouth and through the back of his head.
Ugh.
It's a little
fucking
more than a
gross.
bonk.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
What that mouth do?
Um,
Uh. All right. So that's Gruff. The thugs are dead. With Hysteria.
all right. So Gruff is rough, as they would say. Looking
Yeah.
rough, at least.
I am not monitoring his hit points, so he would have to tell you.
I look
How-
like shit. I feel like shit.
All right.
Help, I'll be eating shit.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Shit. What? Yeah, no, I can't get close enough to touch you. Well, direct line it would be 25 feet. So let me show. So if I were to move, if I were to
Pop
go
through
from-
the window.
yeah, I'm
You
like,
can.
yeah. Would
Well,
I be
and you
able
don't
to
have
get
to
there
move-
in 30 feet?
Don't you just have to move to the adjacent square?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. You could just hop through the window.
All
It's an
right.
open thing.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get up here and cure wounds on Gruff. If I can cast. So that is full heal. 12
Oh.
points back.
Nice.
Much as I could give you.
That's good. I feel like my spleen is back in its place.
And I am going to sick Athena on Thug Boss over here.
Okie doke.
16 to hit.
That is a miss. So
Damn
he
it,
ducks
Athena,
down
first-
behind his cave. Yeah.
First miss yet. Alright. And yeah, that's all.
All right. The archers are dead, so that's Cam.
Okay.
I would shut the camera. Go after the kid. We can clean this up. You're the
That-
fastest one here.
That's what I meant to shout that, then totally forgot because I was measuring.
All right. I'm just as fast as everyone else, but fair, I guess.
You've dash action though, right?
Yeah, you have bonus action dash.
Yeah.
So you can dash
Something like
and
that.
take a regular action.
Yeah.
Let me take a moment to kind of look at myself and see if there's a. Yeah. I'm gonna guess he went this way.
No, up here. In fact, I'll just reveal it for you now. Just give me half a second.
Sorry, like partway through that fight, I had to like resolve a problem on a different server. But okay, fair.
This is a poorly. Hold on. This is a poorly drawn letter. This is a door. Also poorly drawn.
Beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, and just to clarify, Frankie got you all masked and you're all wearing them, by the way.
All right. Well, I've headed after him, and I do at least get an action. Correct? Yeah.
Yeah. Let me move him. I think he'd just be yeah. There you go. That's where he is as you head out the door.
Okay. I recommend probably we finish the combat phase for them, and I can have my weird emotional moment with him.
That's fair.
Yeah. Just because I don't want to break the flow here.
I mean, you do know that he's kind of a coward.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, and just like a little bit, like he's less your friend and more your friend's boyfriend.
Oh, that's the worst kind.
And yeah, so he's like a little impulsive and tends to like just kind of not think of the future and just focus on what's in front of him. But he also like really tries to spoil the crap out of Dahlia, like spends all his gold on her. So that has gone down in the past like few months or so, but the two of you talked about it and you figured that he was probably setting up for a ring or a wedding. Clearly that is not the case.
Yeah.
I think he
Alright.
needs a bonk.
Y'all need to finish your combat.
Alright.
Good
So
luck.
now that is boss. Alright, so the boss here is so
Whoa.
he's actually going to throw a dagger.
You like turned into a robot for a second for me, at least.
Yeah,
Me
it
too.
was-
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. He is gonna throw a dagger at Oda and get an 8. So that's just gonna go flying over his head. And he is going to draw another dagger and throw that at we'll just say Oda again. But that's also a miss, I believe, is that's a 13.
How many of those you
Alright,
got in there?
so he's got a whole bandolier.
It's a lot of knives.
And he's got flasks too. Which he
More
is going to
Molotov.
use one as a bonus action. So he's gonna throw that one right here.
That sounds
So why
about
don't you
right.
three I'll give me dexterity saves.
All right.
Molotov.
Shit! That one.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Stinky.
17.
Okay.
Micah bot?
Marco, your reflex save? Oh, did we lose him?
F.
No, sorry. What save am I rolling? Dex?
X.
Okay.
Yes, dex save. Sorry, my bad. I'm an old man. This has been established earlier on.
It's okay. I rolled a 9.
All right. So Gruff takes 5 damage. Michael and Wisteria both take 10.
Okay.
So, and that becomes Oda's turn. Mr.
All right.
Nobunaga, you are up.
I'm just gonna keep shooting the guy I was shooting at.
All right.
Gun. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a natural 20.
Woo!
Oh, give me that crit damage.
Holy shit. That's a 23.
So, is this the one that you wanted to keep alive?
Any attack can be non-lethal in 5e, as strange as that sounds. But that took a huge chunk out of him. He is less than bloodied at this point, or more than bloodied. He's at less than half.
Make your call, Chief. You give up now, we're just gonna turn you over.
Give me an intimidation check.
Ooh, my charisma isn't very good. Yeah, it's a 7.
All right. Neither he nor the professor are very intimidated. And he just snarls and flips you the bird in response. All right, and that's going to make it the professor's turn. And he is going to cast Ray of Frost at Oda, which will come out of his gun again. All right, that is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
All right, and oh wait, no, sorry, it's not. That's not an attack roll. You need to give me a con save.
On.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Well, at least I have proficiency. You know, that didn't matter much. I rolled an 8, but
Okay, so you take 5 damage, and you have disadvantage on your next weapon attack.
damn.
All right, and that brings us all the way back up to Gruff.
What about Micahbot? Did Micahbot go?
Oh no, sorry. Yes, Microbot, and then Gruff. I apologize, Chef.
No worries. All right, so is it just this one left now?
That one ran out the door, and he's talking with Maiko. But this guy here is looking pretty badly hurt, but he's been pretty tough. And this dude is pretty much untouched at this point.
Okay. All right. I think Microbot's just gonna come around this side of the table here and run up to attack him, but I'm gonna use Chill Touch this time.
Okay.
So let's see. That is a 14. Does that hit?
That does not hit him. No.
All right. Okay, I think that's it then for me.
You can do spores as a bonus action. And you do have your
No,
spore.
I have Halo of Spores, you mean?
Yeah, that's just
a
bonus
reaction.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you use it
I think they
if
showed
they
Halo.
start.
It's when someone moves
Okay,
within 10
yeah.
feet of me. I can use it.
All right. Yeah, so you move, so you could use it next turn, but you can't use it now. Because it's if they start 10 feet of you as well. They move
Oh,
or
it does?
start.
It doesn't say that,
Yeah.
but if you'll
It
let me do
did
that,
where
then I'll do it.
I read it, but I'll have to double check. I can do that later, but I'm going to make that it for now anyway. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure that's how.
Yeah, my spell just says when a creature you can see moves into the space within 10 feet of you. But I'll take it if you're going to allow that.
Yeah. All right, and all right, so that's Michael. So now it's back up to Gruff.
All right. And didn't this guy throw something at Maiko earlier with one of his attacks?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
lit y'all on fire.
Yeah.
I took 10
So
damage.
Gruff's furious with him, and he's gonna run directly at him and take a swing recklessly with his halberd.
All right, give me your attack roll.
Don't
Gruff
hit
was-
my tin man!
I had no idea that Gruff had such protective feelings for Maiko.
16 to hit.
That is a hit. Just barely, but it hits.
All right. And that is going to be good for 6 damage.
All right, that's not a huge bit, but he's bringing him down. He's already not looking too happy.
Yeah,
You
you look
also but you do destroy this chair right here. That's it.
Oh, I was gonna jump on top of it if it wasn't in my way. Gruff's gonna take one more step, so he can use that bonus action, and he's gonna jab the butt of his halberd right into this guy's knee.
Give him the bonk.
Oops, sorry, that was the damage roll. Disregard that. 14 to hit.
That is a miss.
All right. And in true raging orcish fashion, he sacrificed good position for a small shot. Damn it.
And now it's Wistaria's turn.
Wisteria's going to pull out her revolver and go, which one are we not killing again?
Kill them both.
Leave the old man. This guy, either way.
All right.
Again, any attack can be designated non-lethal in 5e. So if you want to be doing
It's
non-lethal
literally just Wisteria doesn't know which one to not kill.
damage, yeah. I mean, you
Because she
could
didn't
use
realize,
all
she
of them.
couldn't tell which one he was talking about before. Yeah. Knowing that, gonna aim her revolver at this guy. Damn it! So close. So 6? I'm gonna guess that misses.
Yeah, that does indeed miss.
Alright, let's try Athena. How about a dirty 20?
That's a hit.
Alright, so that is 8 damage from Athena.
Ooh. He is a very unhappy camper.
Good. And then she's gonna hide behind this box.
Okay.
And that's
Cam, you're still outside.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Boss is going to swing at Gruff with his cutlass. First attack. Is a 21.
That'll hit.
Second attack is a 10.
That'll miss.
All right, so. All right, so
Looking
that.
short, bitch.
Okay, there we go. All right, so 7 halved is 6, and then he's going to use his bonus action.
Wait, hold
7
on.
halves is
Hold
6.
on. Hold on a minute. I know I have an English
Seven.
degree, but that isn't right.
what?
7 halved is 3. And he is also going to dagger stab. That's a 22 to hit.
All right.
And that is 5 regular damage, half to 2, and 1 ice damage. So you'll feel cold coming from that dagger into your veins. And that is Oda.
And what'd you say? Sorry.
That
Your
is your
turn.
turn.
It's my turn. I have disadvantage on attacks.
On your next attack, weapon attack. So just
Well,
one.
I'm only
If you
gonna get to
wanna-
make one.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you
could
only
haul
get
up and
one
try to
action
punch the
for it.
bastard, but I don't think that's a very good idea. Get that 1 damage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get here, and I'm just gonna make this shot with disadvantage and see if it gets me anywhere. Hacha! Oh, there was a nat 20 in there, but 23.
That hits. Give me damage.
Disappointing, but how's a 14?
His head pops like a melon. He was at 9. The professor sees this happen and throws down his gun and throws his hands up. I surrender. Whoever you are, just take whatever you want.
I'm taking
You.
you.
Also, all of your shit, but you're involved.
Yeah.
Gruff's going to march up and he's going to pull some rope from his pack and start tying this guy up.
You just
Uh,
carry rope with you?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
was asking that in
I've got-
character.
Gruff is very
Yeah.
kinky,
Well,
okay?
of course.
You never know when you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
You and your fucking rope.
Now I
Brent,
can either string
Brent.
you up by the neck or I can tie you up. Your choice.
Brent, like, you can talk about that, but I know given the God-given opportunity, you would have the entire fucking satchel of bullshit from Hitchhiker's Guide on you at all times, if only for the bit.
Well, I can carry a lot of shit. I'm very strong.
All right,
I have
so
a very big pack.
all right. So meanwhile, Cam bursts through the door as Torin is just dashing towards this poorly drawn ladder. It is a very just like this is a dead yard. It is just dirt. It is clearly just there for escape. They've got a ladder that just goes over the little wall and presumably like into the street or another alley. And he is just like his eyes are wide. He's running like hell. He's freaking the fuck out. What do you do?
Oh, I am going to attempt to catch up with him, or at least like block him from going to the ladder.
All right, let's do contested acrobatics checks.
Ugh.
He got a 16.
The dice hate me today. I have a 7.
All right, so
Great.
you go to grab him, and he kind of slips around past you. He seems like he actually might be a little faster than he normally is. Like you're not used to him having those good reflexes, and he moves up another 5, 10, 15. You give him like half a movement for now while we're doing this thing.
All right. Then let's see if he's at half movement.
Yeah, because he was like dodging you. So
5,
just for that
10,
one turn.
15, 20. So I can easily kind of get between him and the ladder
Yeah.
again, and just be like,
Mhm.
"Please
And you
calm."
are masked.
Oh, I am at this point going to just mask off. Please calm down. Please, like, it's me. It's me. It's me.
So he just stops in his track. His eyes bug out of his head. He stares for a second. Cam? And he like just starts rubbing his eyes like he fully expects you to be a hallucination.
Yes, it's me.
What are you doing here? Did Dahlia send you? I told her it was over. Yeah.
This isn't about Dahlia. This is about you. What are you doing here, really?
Well, it's kind of complicated.
Well, we both went to school together. We've dealt with a lot of very complicated things. I'm sure I can understand.
Give me a persuasion.
18.
All right. Well, how much do you know? Well, it all started when I got my, I was assigned as Professor Shearhart's lab assistant. Do you know about the thing that happened last year, the scandal? Roll a history check to see if you know or how much you know about that.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that's a good one. So Professor Shearhart has, since last year, actually been shunned by most of the staff. His funding's down. He went through some kind of scandal. You know it had to do with his son, and you know his son died. So it probably has something to do with how he died. Like either someone he was involved with, maybe a suicide, maybe a drug overdose.
And it's like, yes, I remember. It was a huge deal. No one would stop talking about it for weeks.
Well, when he brought me in, he, wasn't the best assignment, but that wasn't exactly, the straight A student. But he told me he had this project and really this plan. He said that with it I could make enough money to treat Dahlia like a queen, and he would leave me enough that we could be set up for our little lives. And he's like twitching and freaking, but there was just so much, between like trying to spend time with Dahlia, with doing a regular work, with doing everything here, and just I needed more energy. I didn't have enough. I couldn't stay awake, so I just started taking stuff, and then the stuff just got more and more important. And then she started asking questions and getting suspicious. So the professor told me that I needed to break up with her, or he would cut me off from the stuff, and I couldn't have that. I need the stuff.
And in exchange, you've abandoned your friends and Dahlia.
He just starts bursting into tears.
Cameron's gonna go ahead and hug him.
All right.
I know what Dahlia means to you, and she's been worried sick about you. I didn't come here because of her, though. I came here because you're our friend. And it wasn't just her, it was others asking about you. Everyone was worried. You have a lot of people who care about you and love you. And honestly, looking at what you've just told me, it sounds like he took advantage of you. Just come back and we'll help get you treatment, okay?
All right. You do know that there's not a lot in the way of treatment.
Yeah. But
Just Cam knows that. Yeah. Like, basically, it would probably be up to someone who knows him to basically make him go cold turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, someone in the 30s. It's very, very little sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cutting back inside to where everyone is here with the professor here.
I'm gonna investigate like these crates and like see, sort of like be like, what the fuck is in here type thing.
All right. You
And have I
find,
successfully tied him up?
yes, he is all tied up. He's just kind of seething at the moment. He's good.
While he's sitting there
Look.
seething, Gruff's gonna drink it down one of his potions, his healing potions.
All right. I believe that's 1d8.
All right. Let's see, and that's just a pure roll, right?
Yep.
6.
All right. Wisteria, you open this crate over here, and you see a bunch of glass vials filled with a glowing yellow liquid, looking like bottled sunshine.
Would I know?
Like the light, it looks like the light of the sun has been put in them.
Yeah, I know, but I like as a player, I'm aware that there's the
Oh.
whole like thing, but like I'm like, does Wisteria know what sunshine is? Like, doesn't know of it being like a drug type thing, and
There's a lot of use for it on campuses. I think in your neighborhood, you might have run into it in college. I think in your neighborhood, downers are probably going to be a lot more popular than this. But you
Okay.
might have heard about it at school.
okay.
Gruff's gonna search the person of the of this professor.
All right, you find a coin pouch with 30 gold in it. You just find like his ID and his like membership is like his college ID and just his citizen's ID. You find a couple vials that look like they fit into his weird gun thing. And you find some notes that just look like numbers to you.
All right, Gruff's gonna ask Professor.
Oh, seem like a very, very smart person. How'd you get caught up in all this?
It was my plan. These fools couldn't have come up with anything quite so brilliant on their own. They're just a bunch of thugs.
Make a souped up drug and get everybody who's super addicted to it. That's like plan number 3 in the playbook, dude.
No, you see, the reason sunshine causes the overdoses like it does, the explosions, is because it's improperly sending the arcane energy throughout the body. I figured how to make it more efficient. Thus, more powerful, more potent, safer, and more addictive. I chose a particular group that I could sell on the idea of easy profit as I worked them towards my true goal. Revenge.
Revenge for what?
My son died last year. Died of an overdose on sunshine. And those fools at the university shunned me as a result. My tragedy made me untouchable. I lost funding. I've almost lost my tenure. So that's what I'm going to do. All sorts of students use sunshine, including the faculty's and the dean's own children. So I start with the more potent, addictive, and safer version. Wait till it's the main one on all the town and all over the campus, and then I switch it out for one guaranteed for everyone to overdose. And then they will all know my pain.
Now, is this something that you're willing to confess in open court?
There's nothing left now.
Just out of curiosity, are you right-handed or left-handed? The way you're holding your weapon made me think you were right-handed.
Gruff,
Yes.
control yourself.
I
I
love
thought as if I
Prosecutor
break it-
Gruff.
I thought if I break his hand and cut out his tongue, he can't tell his defense attorney anything.
So, Gruff, how did you have him tied up? Are you just like hog tying him? His hands in
6
front
or
of
7
him on
loops,
the back.
6 or 7
Mhm.
loops around each wrist.
Alright.
Another 6 or 7 loops pinning his arms to his sides. His hands are behind him. And then, just for fun, a few uncomfortably tight loops around his teeth or around his feet. Sorry.
Yeah.
You-
Teeth?
So-
Not
so he can-
sensitive.
So he can
Individual
sort of
teeth.
move.
You put a suspiciously specific amount of effort into that.
Yeah.
So he
Um,
can move his arms up and down, but not his hand. We can't separate them.
Yeah, his hands are tied
Like his
together. His arms
handcuffs?
are. Yeah, he can shrug, but that's about it.
All right. Gruff, give me a reflex check as he flicks his wrists and a vial pops out of his sleeves into his hand and he goes to try and drink it.
I was actually going to say that like that last thing he said, Wisteria
18.
wants to cast Sanctuary on him. I don't know
What's
if it would stop
Sanctuary do?
poison, but you ward a creature within range against attack. Does that include like self?
Yeah, he's trying to kill himself right now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm like, would that work?
I rolled 18.
But that
Either way, Gruff catches his hand before he manages to kill himself.
all right.
All right, so Gruff's gonna set the vial down, and with every sinew of strength that he possesses, he's gonna squeeze both hands together in the hopes of breaking the bones inside.
All right, I'm
Why?
just gonna say you shatter his hands. So now he can't kill himself.
Ah ha ha
He'll just
ha.
wish he did.
Nor can he write. Oda, we're
Hmm.
turning him into the city guard. They need a conviction. I'm just evening the playing field.
You think those crooked ass cops can't get a conviction out of this man with intact hands?
I'm not worried about the cops, I'm worried about the judge.
That's fair.
Is there anything else you want to know about him before I talk to my, you know what?
Wait. Is the information on how to make this stuff written in these notebooks, or is that something only you know?
And is he crying in pain during this whole episode?
Yes, yes, he is. He is just kind of sobbing. Gruff did take some papers from his person that looked like math and formula to him. Just a bunch of scribbly numbers that he can't understand. If
Yeah, I
maybe
don't
the artificer
this.
wanted to look at the paper and make an arcana
I'll come
check.
up and look. Arcana, you said?
Yep.
14.
All right, you have found the formula. It looks like he's left some bits and pieces out on purpose, or maybe coded parts of it. But it could probably figure out the new drug formula at least through experimentation from this.
It's here, Oda. I've got it.
Oh, we got it? Alright, cool. Do whatever you want, Gruff. We're just gonna clean the rest of this place out then.
Empty one of the boxes.
Oh, for fuck's okay, sure. Get that big box over there, empty that one.
And, Michael,
Oh, got it.
Please state query.
mister, if I wanted to render him mute, is there anything I could do short of cutting out his tongue?
A separation of the vocal cords will prevent speech.
Can you do that?
Perhaps. I don't know.
Without
imagining
killing
Silence. I'm just imagining that Silence
Oh.
he looks at his arm where the blade is, and then looks up at him, and then just goes, perhaps.
I need him alive.
That complicates matters.
All right, we'll do it my way then.
And Gruff's going to reach inside the wizard's or inside the professor's mouth and attempt
Ah!
to pinch his tongue with his fingertips, and then slice it down the middle with the edge of one of his hand axes.
Just gonna not look at that.
Yeah, you
Nope.
you pull that off. You make that very brutal, gory display. That is the moment that Cam and Torin come back in, and
Really?
Sorry.
He may still be able to communicate through gestures or blinks, perhaps a removal of
Sorry.
the eyelids and extraneous
like that.
limbs.
Oh,
As
leave the
he-
man be.
I
As he,
think I've
like-
made it difficult enough. Let's put him in the box and let's move on.
If this
Now what is
motherfucker can
wrong with
can
you
get out of a
people?
conviction with his eyelids,
That's what I'm trying to
I think
figure out.
I think he deserves it. Frankly,
And so
Yes.
Gruff's gonna pluck up the professor by the waist, put him inside of the the box that his compatriots emptied, and then shut the lid.
All right.
Oda's gonna turn to the friend and be like, "Stay in school."
What's wrong with you people? Or can't you just be normal?
He's trying to kill himself. I thought there would be an easier way, but apparently we didn't have anything on hand.
Eh, neither does he anymore.
All right. So you stuff him in a box. You'll grab about all you can carry of these drugs, and you've also got the
Don't we still
formula.
have the bag of holding?
Yeah. Do you want to put the drugs in the bag of holding?
Oh yeah, they could pull it out at the university, can't they, or whatever the Adventures
The-
Guild. It links to
the-
that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not do that then. I forgot about that part.
You do have the formula to make more, so
Leave it here.
And we shouldn't take any, but take as much of the raw cash as we can.
yeah.
Um,
All right. So you guys skedaddle out of there.
let's drop him off and just give them this location so that the city
Yeah.
guard can clear this place out. We've
Yeah,
got
you
the
guys-
we've got the important thing, which is the formula.
I will
Nobody
handle
else can ever make this again. Which, by the way, I've tucked it away, and I'm gonna freaking burn it later.
So you guys stop on a payphone on your way.
Yeah, Gruff's gonna drop a dime, and he's gonna call one of the more unscrupulous city guardsmen that he knows that he can trust.
All right. You're gonna send someone over there.
Yeah, and basically with a
guys-
message that makes sure that my father hears that this was my doing, that that I reported this.
All right. So Hallows End. You all return to Hallows End, and you walk in, and Frankie is there with a big box of Elven food takeout, a box of cigars, and high shelf whiskey. Hey, you're back!
Hey, we're back.
That's where we're going to end our session here. We will pick up next time with you guys celebrating. I hope all. Sorry?
I was just gonna let you know that I won't be here next week. I just remembered I'll be out of town.
All right. So join us next week for a special bonus episode with some historical adventures. So, in shonen anime fashion, we'll take a bit of a story hiatus right after a major plot point.
Failure
And-
arc. Failure arc.
Are we getting a beach episode?
Yippee skippy.
You think
and-
Oda's got a beach bod?
So,
Uh,
I think Oda's got a dad
I
bod.
want to see Michael Bot in a bathing suit. That's all I want to see.
Michael Butt in a bikini now.
I mean,
Exactly.
No,
I don't
Micah Butt's
really
wearing
think-
that like Gucci swimsuit that you can't get wet.
Hey, let's sell that for DLC. $5.
Is Maiko even wearing clothes? I don't think he is. I picture him as just
Oh,
a
no.
robot.
Yeah, no,
Exactly,
he
that's the funny
he puts
part.
on
He wears
more
more-
to go swimming.
All
And by
right.
swimming, I
So
mean
I
literally
don
just
more
walking down the
clothes
ocean floor.
to go swimming.
No, he's in like a full he's in the full body condoms from Naked Gun because he can't get wet or he'll rust.
Okay, guys. So, thanks, listeners, for joining us on this very special
Alive.
episode. We were very excited. This is our first major plot point. We are out of any sort of prologue, character development, and getting to the meat of the story. So, thank you for joining us. I hope you will keep joining us. You will have a wonderful night, and good night.
Good night.
Executing sleep mode.
Oh my
Good night, everybody. Station school.